السلام عليكم حبايبي، ان شاء الله زينين. اليوم فيديو جديد ان شاء الله. طبعا فيديو اليوم هو راح يكون ان شاء الله الاكت الخامس من الشابتر الخامس مال جنشن. طبعا انا على حسب ما بحثت على الشابتر هو الخامس مال جنشن، اكتشفت انه متكون من 6 اكتات، فاتوقع انه هذا الاكت الخامس راح يكون نهاية قصة يعني ناتلان. الاكت السادس راح يكون اكيد يعني يخص الترافلر واخته، يعني بهذا الاكت ان شاء الله راح نشوف نهاية ناتلان ومصيرها. بصراحة كلش متحمس اشوف يعني مافويكا ايش راح يصير بيها من اللي حنروح احنا وياها النايت كيندم، راح يصير بيها فشي او لا. شلون ايش راح يصير بيها من نطتنا الاسم. يعني بهذا الايت اكو هواي مهددين بالموت، فالله ساتر. بقد ماني متحمس، بقد ماني يعني نوعا ما قلق انه ما اريد اي احد يموت. فبدون اطلع عليكم جيب لكم سناكاتكم اكلاتكم مشروباتكم اي شيء حتى تستمتعون وياي من نلعب هذا الاكت. وخلينا نبلش بسم الله.
Any conflicts around?
يقول لك return to the
I'm
very
in the
end
mood for some
اوكي
peacemaking.
اوكي يعني خسي يريدون ننام قبل ما تبلش العركة. صدق همنا مقتولين وهمنا ما شبعانين نوم، صعبة تصير. You slowly fall asleep with the sound of, Where am I? Is this the Night Kingdom? يعني المفروض أعتقد أي. How did I get here? I was just ولا يعني هم الأبس بداخل النايت كيندم بس يعني. I feel dizzy, like I can't think straight. Let me try to take a look around. يعني احنا بالنايت كيندم اي، بس اتوقع بالجانب مال الأبس اللي هم مسيطرين عليه. شنو هذا؟ زين ليش يعني نايت كيندم استدعتنا؟ Right, a wall of light. ماكو منطق. هاي ليش؟ مو الأرواح لازم تفوت طبيعي. يعني من المفروض الأرواح تفوت طبيعي، ليش هيجي؟ من اللي مسوي هذا الحاجز؟ When I passed through the wall of light, it felt like my whole body was frozen. زين ليش ما يريدون الأرواح تفوت بهذا المكان؟ هذا الجدار يعني مسوي الأبس لو مسوي حماية من الأرواح على مدة تفوت لهذا المكان. I guess the Lord of the Night's protection can't reach this place. كابتن ايش جابه هنا كابيتانو؟ شو الكابيتانو يحسسني النايت كيندم هيجي خانج غاني يفوت ويطلع منها بكيفه.
Though our homeland has become a distant memory, the flames of war continue to rage. We have long shed the last of our blood.
ايش في قلبه؟
Stay strong, my soldiers.
My soldier يعني دول الجنود مالته. What is Captain doing here and what is he saying?
One day, I will deliver you to the place I promised.
Place? وين بعد هم بعد مئات صاروا. كنت بداخله؟
Morning, traveler. Did you have a nightmare last night?
سماعة حتى إذا هو نام ما أتوقع نام.
I could hear you tossing and turning in your sleep. Maybe you're just nervous for the final battle?
صراحة متحمس. So it was a dream. I can barely remember it.
Traveler. We're supposed to meet with Mafwoika today.
يلا. هسه هاي آخر خطوة قبل ما يبلش النزال.
I see. If all goes well, 3 days should be more than enough to forge the name. You won't need to push back the plan.
3 لا شلون وقلنا لك يعني يمكن لا حتموت خلاص هذا هو.
Thank you. I'd say the sooner you can finish it, the better. I still need to announce the matter to everyone.
بس سؤال يعني مافويكا ما تعرف انه ثمن صنع الاسم العتيق هيك رح يكون على شلونن؟
Don't worry. We should only need half a day. The Traveler has been in Natlan a while now. The Pilgrim's Chronicle should have enough records of his adventures.
Come in.
Hey, Mafwoika! Oh, Shilonen and St. Lolly are here too! Hello!
We were just talking about you. I invited you here for 2 reasons. First, there's the Traveler's ancient name, which is ready to be forged.
بعد 3 أيام على حساب حياة شلونن. اي والثاني شنو؟
Oh yeah! You need the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? The device the Lord of the Night gave us?
I brought it with me.
Perfect. Could I take a look? Yep. Well, it looks good. This is definitely enough to work with.
That brings me to the second matter. As you already know, once your ancient name is complete, we need to venture into the deepest part of the Night Kingdom. That will happen in 3 days' time.
3 days.
3 days? So soon?
I'll start getting ready. That won't be a problem.
Wait, but...
ترى والله ما اعتقد احنا نعرفك اكثر من نص يوم يعني واحساسي دا يقول المحطة ولا هواية.
You're worried about the Traveler, aren't you?
Well, Paimon gave it a lot of thought. And Paimon's not very good at thinking or fighting to begin with. It's just...
لا والله بايمون ذكية ترتي.
This plan could save countless lives. Paimon understands why people would want to be a part of something so important. But all this time, Paimon has barely left the Traveler's side. Not to mention, we all know this will be a super dangerous mission.
Just trust us. We have to be the one to do this.
That's right. And as long as we win, the Ode of Resurrection will return us to this land.
Inshallah.
The Night Kingdom is a realm of souls and memories, where mental fortitude outweighs physical strength. All in Natlan are resolved to win this war. The sacred flame will connect us to their fighting spirit. We will do whatever it takes to win. So if you want to contribute, just cheer us on, alongside all the people of Natlan. For the Traveler, I'm sure your words of encouragement are among the most important.
The most important? Really?
That way it will be like we're still together. That way I'll always remember how much you care about me. That way it will be just like fishing with you cheering me on. أتوقع هاي يعني شوية مقاربة يعني.
Not sure what fishing has to do with anything, but if you're making weird analogies, guess that means you're not nervous. All right, it's decided. Paimon will cheer the loudest out of everyone in Natlan.
It's less about volume and more about mental focus, but I get it. You're just trying to show how much you care.
Of course, this all depends on the successful completion of the ancient name.
I feel ancient name.
Otherwise, the Traveler will not join me. That is the condition.
Good luck, you two. Three days, huh? What should we do in the meantime? We know you're still rebuilding, so is there anything we can do to help?
From what I've heard, the 2 of you have helped more than enough. You should take a well-deserved rest.
تمام.
Even if there are stray abyss monsters out there, our warriors can handle them. Don't worry.
Resting isn't my style.
Exactly! We can't take a break. We're adventurers. We gotta live up to the name. We still have a long journey ahead of us and so many places to go. The battle in 3 days is just another part of our adventure.
I see. In that case, just do what you think is best.
What about you?
This final battle is extremely important to me. The culmination of my life's work. Still, I think you've got the right idea.
Yeah, شني?
I'm also going to follow my heart. I plan on using these 3 days to calm my mind and work on a painting.
Painting. Okay.
Oh, you know how to paint?
I just learned, actually. I hear it takes a lot of practice to get any good. It could be anything, though. What I really enjoy is the process of getting better at something through practice. It's how I relax.
يعني منظور حلو.
Of course, that's only when I have the time. I'm usually too busy.
So that's how you relax. Well, it definitely seems like your style.
We'll leave you to it then.
All right, let's go our separate ways for now.
نلتقي بعد 3 أيام من نستلم الانشنت نيم مالتنا.
Oh, hello. Sorry, Mawika's not here right now.
منو؟ ماكو حد. ملاني.
There you are.
We made it!
Why are you so out of breath? Something wrong?
Other than our plan almost falling through, nothing at all. The preparations took longer than expected. We were so worried we wouldn't make it before you left on your next big adventure.
تودعونا.
Well, if you hadn't overslept.
Details. Anyway, come on. Let's go to the people of the springs.
Hold on. Tell us what's going on first.
Oh yeah. Jumped the gun a bit there, didn't I? Basically, we know about your super important mission coming up, and we want to give you a proper send-off.
في الكعبة المفضلة مالتي يا ملاني.
Before the pilgrimage, we usually hold a huge feast, all you can eat, with meat by the table full.
Ooh, all you can eat?
I knew that would pique your interest, Paimon. You can eat to your heart's content. You won't want to miss out, I promise. Of course, there's not just meat, but also all kinds of fruit, vegetables, desserts, drinks, you name it. You won't be disappointed.
يلا.
Yes, let's go eat!
ما فيش عندي إحساس حلقة مافويكا من هناك.
What's the holdup, traveler? Did you think of something?
Why don't we invite مافويكا؟ بالضبط. على الأقل تسترخي همينا ويانا.
Isn't she painting?
يعني الرسم يعني صحيح. يعني هو صحيح كل واحد إله طريقته بالاسترخاء، بس ما أعرف أحس الرسم واحد من يرسم يبقى يفكر. يعني ما أعرف ما يعتبر نوع ما استرخاء بالكامل.
Is that okay? It's not like we prepared anything fancy.
عادي.
Well, I definitely wasn't expecting that suggestion. She's the Archon after all. Maybe it's not our place, but we might as well extend the invitation. The Archon is about to fight for us with everything she has. This feast is in her honor too.
Then who's gonna be the one to invite her?
عادي إحنا.
All of us, of course.
يعني هي المرة تضحي بنفسها ولا حتموت أنا أموتكم بالأخير. عزيمة ما تعزموها؟ صعبة.
Come in. Oh, it's you four. Is there something you need?
We're here to invite you to the people of the springs for a feast.
Feast.
Ah, I see. This is a special kind of feast, isn't it?
يعني feast وداعية تقريبا إذا متنا وما رجعنا.
Exactly. It's a tradition to hold a feast before battle. We couldn't miss out on this opportunity. It's our way of cheering you on.
This feast does sound rather interesting.
يا الله يلا هسه حلوة يلا بشي.
So you'll come?
Of course.
حلو.
No need to notify Amina in advance. I'll just surprise her.
بعدها عايشة؟
You don't need to turn this into some kind of grand banquet on my account. I'll try my best to attend as an ordinary person, not an Archon.
It's not like you're the type to pull rank or something.
True, but my presence changes the way people act. I just don't want to spoil the fun. A lot of things can change once an Archon is involved.
صدق ايه.
A barbecue is best fresh off the grill. And still, people will insist on waiting for me to eat first.
يعني غير يحترموك.
Oh yeah, Paimon can see that.
Don't worry, I'll jump in if that happens. I can throw manners to the wind, no problem.
No need, I can take care of it. Anyway, thank you for inviting me. It really means a lot.
أيوه الله ايش قد متواضعة. What about your painting?
I don't need to finish it.
بالضبط.
I enjoy the process, but now there's something more interesting to do.
Then let's go together. The main dish should be ready soon.
لا بالكعبة على بالي بعد ترسم هي. يعني هم ويك راح تجي ويانا. هم أنا راح نروح تقريبا للمكان المفضل عندي بناتلان اللي هو People of the Springs. يعني خوش وداعي دا يسوون لنا بالكعبة. أنا أتمنى هاي الفرحة ما يخربوها بالنايت كيندم. بالكعبة تعقيم للعين هالمكان.
Let's fly.
Amina, there's been another delivery.
حتى هذا جاي كنيش.
Ugh, you're kidding. Another one?
Just like the others. They heard about the feast and wanted to send something to contribute.
أوه.
But this is just a small send-off. What are we going to do with all this stuff? Then again, I understand where they're coming from. I'll deal with it. What a headache. If this continues, half of this stuff's gonna go bad before we get to it. Huh? You're here already? And you even brought the... Archon? What are you doing here?
We invited her. She agreed to come as a surprise guest.
Surprise is putting it lightly. Sorry. I'm happy you're here. It's just...
No apology necessary. What's going on?
هي قاعدة تفاجئها بالفعل تفاجأت.
Well, I started spreading the word about the send-off, just around the area like usual. A lot of people are still busy repairing their homes, so I didn't think many people would come.
إيه.
But the turnout has been overwhelming. Not to mention, we've received a small mountain of deliveries. There's no way we can use all this stuff.
That's our Star Outlander's popularity for you.
So you remember the nickname?
You're saying everyone's here because of us?
يعني كل هاي الهدايا على مودنا؟
Yep. The news about your impending mission with the Pyro Archon has spread all over Nutland.
Oof.
Well, this is the perfect excuse to throw an even bigger party. All this extra stuff was gonna go to waste anyway.
No need to go to all that trouble on my account. That's not why I'm here. Besides, with so much of our nation in ruins, resources are still scarce. This extra spending for my sake is the last thing we need.
That's true. Party planning isn't easy. I can handle the big picture, but I'm not used to dealing with the finer details. That was always Auntie Atea's job.
صدق أتيا إيش صار بيها ماتت لو لا؟
Sorry. I'm just feeling a bit in over my head. Oh, speaking of Atea, how is she? Is she feeling any better?
ماتت. كلهم الله اسمه.
Oh.
Actually, there's something we haven't told you. Auntie Atea passed away not long after the attack on our tribe.
بالحرب يعني ماتت.
What?
When you brought me her talisman, I knew her end was near. Luckily, I got the chance to see her one last time.
يعني هاي من شفناها من كانت تصعد الدرجة يا مافويكا. يعني كان هذا دا تودع.
She was a hero to the very end. Even though her body was at its breaking point, she showed no pain or sorrow. In her final moments, her thoughts were entirely with her tribe and her people. Gatherings like this remind me of her and the parties she loved to organize. So I decided to attend in her memory.
So you already knew.
We didn't mean to hide anything from you. It's just, there was never a good time to bring it up. Cheer up, everyone. Auntie Atea wouldn't want us to remember her with tears. Parties like this were her specialty. But now, it's up to us to carry on her legacy. So we can't let her down. Believe me, she has high standards.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, come on, let's get to work, everyone. Oh, Chief Amina and our guests of honor excluded. Kachina can each time to go.
تعرف يعني احنا حنبقى؟ احنا مافويكا؟
Amina, you mentioned something about a surplus of supplies. I may have a solution.
وين اللي ما يحط الزيها؟
First, invite anyone who comes to deliver supplies to stay for the gathering.
حلو.
If it's a caravan, ask them to extend an invitation to the sender as well. Make it clear in the invitation that anyone is welcome to attend, but you're no longer accepting donations. In addition, all leftover supplies will be purchased by the speaker's chamber, sorted and donated to the appropriate areas.
حلت رأسا.
That would be such a big help, Archon. Thank you. I'll get on it right away.
وين جاسكا، خلينا نشوف جاسكا. والله موتت اخوتها ايش صار بيها؟
Chaska?
Hello, Archon. I'm, fishing.
يعني بدنا نشوف هذا الشيء.
Oh, doesn't look like the fish are biting today.
Yeah. It's okay. You don't have to walk on eggshells around me. I know you can tell I'm not really trying to fish, but gazing at the water puts me at ease.
يعني صراحة حقت شيء.
I went to visit your parents, Chaska. Of course, I could only offer a few simple condolences.
You helped a lot, actually. My mom has been doing better since your visit. I've always been grateful to my parents for taking me in, but now I have an even deeper sense of responsibility.
صدق صرت ليس المسؤولة، كبيرة لاحت.
I'll never be able to replace Koichi, but I will do everything in my power to pull them out of their loneliness and despair.
That's exactly what your mother's worried about. She doesn't want you to push yourself to make up for their loss. After all, it's your loss too. Grief is not something that can be measured against others. You don't need to make amends, Chaska. Your loss is a tragedy, not a debt.
صح لسانك.
In any case, they've always loved both of you. There's no need for you to become Koichi when they love you just for yourself.
Yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Thank you, everyone. Sounds like I owe my parents a conversation.
ما متخطاية، بس تحاول انه ما تحسس اهلها عن طريق استبدالها نفسها بكويتشي. يعتقد هي طريقة دفاعية للعقل يسويها بيجي اوقات. هسه مافويكا قد يعتبر عمرها.
It's almost ready. Let's head over. Paimon can't wait to feast.
يعني يعتبر عمرها انه هاي من كانت هي قاعدة وطبت بغيبوبة وقف، يعني بعد ما يتقدم بين قاعدة ترجع يتقدم. يعني مثلا كانت 20 نامت غيبوبة قعدت كمل من 20 لو عمرها يعتبر من 20 لحد 500 سنة. هاي كلها المشهد 520 أو 530. لا أتوقع مال غيبوبة ما ينحسبن، يعني ما كانت بعقلها أو يعني ما كانت صاحية. بالكعبة بعصق وليمة.
So full. I'm practically a blubber beast. Well, what's that? A creature from Fontaine with a super round belly. You've never seen a picture of one?
Oh, it sounds so cute. Paimon can vouch for their cuteness. You can pat their belly and they'll even join in.
That reminds me of my Saurian companion. Her name was Emila. She wasn't the sharpest Tatankasaur, but she was incredibly brave.
She was? ماتت؟
When there was nothing to do, she would lounge around the tribe without making a sound, even if you bumped into her. Sometimes visitors would think she was all passed out. But she was completely different once we were on the move. When she was little, I took her on all sorts of adventures. But Saurians grow a lot faster than humans. Before long, she was the one dragging me all over the place.
Wow, she must have been a great fighter to keep up with you.
Yeah, she was tough. Vanessa told me she was amazing in the final battle.
No.
I had to defend the stadium, so I never got the chance to see her one last time. It was a choice I had to make, but it was hard to accept. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring down the mood.
صدق.
I'll just get to the important part. I actually saw her in my dreams the past few nights. It felt so real, like it was really her. She gave me a ride, and we traveled all around Natland together. We were both so happy. Wait, now that you mention it,
شنو؟
I've had dreams of Auntie Atea. She was her typical self, brave and stern, always with that indescribable warmth.
صدق من يلعب بالأحلام مالتهم؟ همين ترافلر صار يومين يمكن ما نايم.
So it wasn't just me.
وباي كلهم.
Wait, you've had dreams too? Oh, don't tell Paimon you dreamt of your aphids or something.
It wasn't just them. Some of the gramps and grannies who looked after me were there too.
Chaska. أحمد بخوتها? Everyone had dreams, including me. Could they be related somehow?
Traveler? Chaska? Did you two? Oh, sorry, never mind.
When did this become story hour? Still, I have nothing to hide.
والله عرفت.
I dreamt about Koichi.
برك كعبة إحساس كان عندي إيه.
She told me I felt like a completely different person. She said I'm going down the right path, so she doesn't need to pick fights with me anymore. Maybe your dreams felt real, but the Koichi I saw was nothing like her real self. She would never say anything like that to me.
يعني.
It was a dream. Nothing more.
Sorry, I shouldn't have brought this up in the first place.
It's fine. I'm the one being a buzzkill.
بس كده.
Well, what about you, Traveler? Did you have a special dream?
dream كانوا زين نكللهم.
You're kidding. The captain?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean you have some kind of secret connection to him?
زين الكابتن شلون فات النايت كيندم؟ يعني إذا هو أورورا كان يفوته أورورا يمنه ومقطوع علاقته بيه.
No, of course not.
Maybe the traveler's dream is a different kind of phenomenon.
I may know the cause of the dreams. At the end of the battle, I launched a special kind of night war by using the power of the Divine Throne. Its great power allowed the Ode of Resurrection to bring back all casualties, independent of the time of victory or the possession of an ancient name. In addition, the power of the Divine Throne revitalized the souls and memories within the Night Kingdom, allowing them to take the form of their past selves.
من هاي طبوا لي الأحلام.
Even after the battle, that effect still lingers. That's why those you lost were able to reappear in your dreams. But I agree with Auroron. The traveler's dream is likely a different matter.
The shamans of my tribe often receive visions of the future through dreams. Is that what you're suggesting?
حلو يلا على استطلاع يعني نروح.
Yes, Exactly.
هاي صدق ملتهبة شلون بالانشنت نيم.
So, the traveler saw the captain's future?
شفتها؟
It's still unclear, but Granny taught me how to interpret dreams. Would it be okay if I tried to take a look?
اوكي.
I also have a fairly good understanding of the ritual. What do you say, traveler? Should we start the preparations?
I'm curious about the captain. I want to know about his true goal.
Then I'll start getting ready. We'll carry out the ceremony somewhere else.
وين؟ يعني مو هنا؟ يعني هو حلو يعني نفس يعني نبقى بالقبيلة بس يعني شوية ممكن ختلة.
I never knew you could make it this way. This formula is new to me.
بلوها المويكا يعني مويكا اللي افتهمت اني هسه هي من قبيلة كنيش يعني دول اللي يطيرون بس هي يعني خبروا ما شاء الله بكل شيء.
All right, we're ready, traveler. Once you head inside, you'll fall into a brief sleep.
وش راح تطبونه بعقلنا؟
Auroron will interpret the dreamscape, but you won't feel a thing.
That's right. Everything's all set.
So, you just need to take a nap? Sounds easy enough.
See you later. صدق جد حلو بس ينام. ايش كثر فضولية. ها شاف. السيرموني appears to be over. خلص الحفل.
Here, have some water. It'll help to clear your head.
You're awake already, traveler? That was fast.
It felt like only a few minutes.
It was enough. What did you learn, Auroron?
The person next to the captain. I've seen him before. He was the one who tried to possess me back at the ruin.
Huh? It was him? Guthrid, right? The military doctor?
Military Dr. John?
So you know that name too?
Yeah, the captain told us about him when we were helping Ian-san.
Guthrid is also a respected figure in our nation. The story of how he sacrificed himself for Natlan is a pretty famous tribal legend. But there's still something I don't understand. I'm the only one who saw him. You shouldn't be able to dream of someone you've never met.
صدق احنا ما شفناه وقتها.
And yet, the figure in your dream looked exactly like him.
معناها صدق المستقبل احنا شفنا.
I don't think that's a coincidence. I believe what the traveler saw was Guthred's soul.
But didn't he die hundreds of years ago? There's no way his soul could have survived that long.
Maybe he found his way to the Night Kingdom for a little bit.
أو هذا الحاجز ما خاله يعبر مثل باقي الأرواح كانت واقفة.
No. The Night Kingdom only accepts the souls of Natlan. It's always been that way. The ruler of death likely wanted to prevent the Ode of Resurrection from being abused.
When I was with the captain, I could hear something coming from him. Souls that were not his own. I heard voices of sorrow and pain, sometimes faint, sometimes strong.
يا اللي بداخل قلبه الغيمة السوداء.
Wait, are you saying the captain has had Guthrid's soul inside of him all along?
من هاي.
That's the part I don't understand. Ordinary people shouldn't be able to carry the souls of others.
ليش شايلها وياه؟
It's only possible for me because my situation is unique. And even then, you saw what happened. The Lord of the Night's voice triggers a violent reaction in those with fragmented souls.
But the captain didn't react at all.
I even checked his soul myself. It's resilient, radiant, and entirely in one piece.
أخاف النقص اللي بروحه كمله بهاي الأرواح مال مياته.
Maybe it had something to do with Guthrid then.
It's very possible. It's still too early to tell, but the continued existence of Guthrid's soul is likely the key to figuring out the captain's true intentions.
Like if Paimon had to rate her level of worry, the captain gets maybe 50 points.
50?
But considering the final battle, you two get at least 2,000!
In any case, conjecture will only get us so far. It might be more useful for you to ask the captain directly, Auroron. With any luck, he might just tell you the truth.
Me?
يعني انت تقريبا حالتك مقاربة لحالته فشوي مقربين يصيرون.
Don't tell me you haven't noticed his respect for you. The first of the Fatui Harbingers doesn't work with just anyone. Fortune favors the bold. So if you ask me, posing the question directly is the wiser choice.
I'm not so sure, but I'll give it a try.
All right, let's head back and enjoy the party.
يلا. زين ما نمنا هواي يعني الحفلة ما راحت علينا كلها. احنا قضيناها نوم. Your return, everyone enjoys the gathering until sundown.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone! As this gathering comes to a close, let's hear it for the Pyro Archon and the Traveler one last time!
Good luck.
You've got this! For Natlan!
Thank you, everyone. Today has meant so much to me. It's been a long time since I had the chance to truly relax.
Yeah, today was great.
Thank you very much.
Well, that concludes the send-off. Everyone is free to go. Any volunteers willing to stick around for cleanup, follow me!
لا شكرا خلنا نطلع.
Oh, I'm in!
الواهس.
All right, I'm gonna head back to the stadium. I'm sure there's a lot of work to make up at the speaker's chamber.
Wait, what happened to taking a break?
There is no break from the responsibilities of an Archon. Anyone else heading to the stadium? We can go together.
يلا ما عندنا شي.
I'm gonna go too. Good luck with your ancient name. Not sure if you already know this, but being the first bearer of your name is a huge honor in Natlan. It comes with a lot of responsibility. But I'm sure your deeds will be remembered for generations to come. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Well, I guess I should head out too. It's gonna be super late by the time I get back. I think I'll go see Shilonin. She's probably done with your ancient name by now. I can check for you.
So soon? بعد يومين يلا تخلص قالت.
Yeah, Shilonin is an amazing engraver. She usually works really fast. But your ancient name is a special case, so I can't say for sure. Well, we also don't have anything to do, so why don't we go together?
Sounds good. يلا مش نروح له.
We're here. That was quite the trek.
صدق صارت حتى الدنيا ليل.
After you visit Shilonin, you should come over for dinner. You can stay the night too. I'll help my parents get everything ready.
يعني ما أعتقد إحنا كنا جايين بوليمة فأنا أعتقد شبعانين.
We wouldn't want to impose. Let's see how things go with Shilonin first. Totally up to you. You're always welcome. Bye.
Bye.
When you think about it, we actually haven't known Kachina that long. Our journey in Natlan feels like it just started and now it's about to end.
There are still a lot of places we haven't seen.
That's true. We'll just have to add them to the itinerary. Alright, time to go check on our... your ancient name.
خطية. تقول اسمنا بعدين لا اسمك.
Oh, it's you two. The party's over, I'm guessing?
والله مكانكم خالي.
You knew about that?
Of course. Everyone in Natlan is rooting for you. Shilonin is working on the last part of your ancient name.
Oh.
It's best not to bother her when she's in the zone. Your name is a special case. There were quite a few headaches along the way, which slowed the progress.
This is already faster than I expected.
I told Shilonin if we hurry, we might make it to the feast in time to snag the last round of barbecue.
يلا نعوضكم إن شاء الله بل من نفوز. إن شاء الله نحتفل مرة الأخ.
I was just teasing, but she gave it some serious thought, nodded, and really hit the ground running after that. It's like my joke lit a fire under her or something.
Sounds like she really wanted that barbecue.
Yeah, it's a favorite in her tribe. I bet she still hasn't realized the feast is already over.
Wait, should we go make some for her then?
Yeah, if she's looking forward to it that much.
I appreciate the thought, but there's no need. I can tell what time it is. The light outside is a dead giveaway. Besides, I knew it was a joke, but we were having a serious conversation at the time, so I decided to give a serious response.
كيف شنو نوع المحادثة؟
Well, anyway, I have something more important to show you. Here, take a look.
بالكعبة سوته.
Wow, it's your ancient name!
Tumaini, a name surfaced from the very bottom of the River of Souls. It means hope.
A light to guide us through the darkness. Like the stars or the moon. It's a perfect fit.
Amazing! Does this name come with a cool chant like the others?
Of course, but that'll come later. The Traveler is the first bearer of this name. Those words will emerge naturally during his journey. Once you return triumphant from the battle, I'm sure you will have fully understood why the Lord of the Night chose this name for you.
يعني الاسم هوب مو هي اختارت لنا اياه وانما النايت كيندم هي اللي اختارت لنا اياه. اوكي تمام. Everything's ready. Now we just need to strike.
Well, getting this name turned out to be easier than Paimon was expecting.
يعني بس يعني هسه اذا لا سمح الله متنا حتكون شيلون هي اللي حتدفع الثمن هذا الشيء؟
It all came down to the Lord of the Night's power. This situation is the first of its kind. Heck, I doubt we'll ever get a chance like this again. Your name was successfully forged, and it passed all my technical tests. But there's still one more step.
اللعبة تحدثني التحديث رح ينزل بعد ساعة. لا إن شاء الله هسه. يا معناها لازم نوقف.
We need to make sure the name has accepted you and will function normally in your possession.
An Outlander has never received an ancient name before. I wouldn't be surprised if something equally unprecedented happens when you connect to it.
So you're saying it's still too early to celebrate? Well, when it comes to something this important, we can't leave anything to chance. Let's run this final test.
Oh, don't worry, the process is simple. We can find a quiet place to test it out after dinner.
خطية ذا ما ماكلة من الصبح.
Basically, I need to observe whether your soul can connect to the ley lines and make sure there are no signs of rejection.
No need to make a fuss. Let's go eat. I'm starving.
Is something on your mind, Sweet Lolly? You barely had anything to drink at dinner.
I didn't think anything could shake me at this age.
شكو.
But the closer we get to the final battle, the more worried I feel.
حقك.
You have an ancient name now, but the Oath of Resurrection only takes effect if you win. And the Pyro Archon's fate is pointing toward death.
No fate is set in stone. We will achieve victory together.
I believe in you. And thank you. Your words mean a lot.
All right, I'm ready. Oh, is, something wrong?
No, not at all. Sweet Lolly just ate too much.
Yes, that's right. So I should really walk it off. Come on, let's run the final test.
اي والله جانا.
All set, Shilonen?
Yeah, just need to check one more thing and... Yeah, okay, we're good.
Okay.
All right, I'll stand next to you and monitor your connection to the ley lines. It shouldn't take long, but you need to look out for one thing. This test relies on the same principles as the Spirit Speaker Stone. I heard about what happened when you used it last time.
اوكي ما حنكسر ان شاء الله.
Oh yeah! Abyssal power kept surging out. If Chaska hadn't destroyed the stone, Vichama would have been consumed by the abyss!
That's exactly what I'm worried about. All this time, our final foe has continued to corrode the ley lines from the depths of the Night Kingdom.
Your resistance to its power is remarkable, but you need to tell me if anything feels wrong. If either of us notices something off, the test ends. Got it?
Okay, I'll be fine.
Shilonen, I'm ready to start. Paimon, give us a little more space.
لازم جبينه.
Oh, okay.
Let's do this.
Whoa, that light is beautiful. It's exactly like when we used the Spirit Speaker Stone.
Your connection to the ley lines looks good. I can sense the Lord of the Night.
حلو. يعني الأمور طبيعية.
Your soul is remarkable. Such a strong presence. Even on par with the Lord of the Night.
Oh.
Looks like the Lord of the Night has accepted this name and acknowledged you as its bearer. No surprise there, considering we only got this far because of her. Stable connection to the ley lines, no unexpected fluctuations, both good signs.
Okay, حلو يعني الأمور طبيعية.
How do you feel, Traveler?
All good.
Then it looks like your ancient name is good to go. That's great news.
وتي. هيروح منو هاي؟
Wait, look, something's coming.
أرواح تلتم علينا شو هاي؟
No need to panic, Paimon. The damage to the ley lines has allowed these soul-like beings to leak out onto the surface. It's just because of the ritual. It makes it so that everyone can see them. I know they look like ghosts, but it shouldn't last long. Although, there shouldn't be this many.
يعني هاي ماكو حد بالنايت كيندم كلهم طالعين برا.
Home.
ولا يا.
This way.
Shilonen, stop the test! We've already confirmed what we came here for.
Got it.
What's going on?
I see. It wasn't just escaped souls. The ritual attracted all the souls in the surrounding area.
يعني.
Surrounding area?
The Night Kingdom is getting weaker by the day, especially in its capacity to accept souls. After death, many souls fail to return to the ley lines. Once a soul becomes lost, it can never return to the Night Kingdom.
Oh.
Lost souls can only wander listlessly, gradually fading from existence before disappearing entirely.
Please, take me back. I cannot disappear.
زين هذا يعني بعده بشكله.
So the connection we established to the Night Kingdom, that's what drew them here?
Yes. The Traveler's soul is powerful, so the echoes coming back from the Night Kingdom were loud and strong.
يعني ما نقدر بهذا الشيء يعني نوعا ما نستدرجهم من النايت كيندم أحسن ما يبقون ضايعين.
So they've always been around? We just couldn't see them most of the time?
Can we save them?
We can try. Returning souls to the ley lines usually requires a complex ritual. But we don't have time for that, and neither do they.
Yeah, we should try to save whoever we can!
طبعا بما انه انا هذا التنبيه كل شوي يطلع لي فيعني ما اريد يوقفني عن اللعبة بلقطة مهمة، فيعني راح اخذ بريك وان شاء الله اخلص التحديث وارجع اكمل. طبعا هسه من بعد ما ثبت التحديث هسه المفروض نقدر نلعب اللعبة بدون ما بهاي الكتابة تزعجنا، بس اكو هاي اللقطة طبعا مشت انه التقيت بفيتشاما، ففيتشاما خطيت طلع ميت بالحرب هسه اللي صارت ويا الابس.
But the Night Kingdom rejected me.
يعني مو rejected you بانما ماكو مكان تستقبلك بيه.
Even though you're a hero of Natlan? How could that happen?
I'm sorry. The Lord of the Night didn't do it on purpose, I can promise you that. The ley lines are in terrible shape. Even the Ode of Resurrection is no longer working like it should.
I know. She can't help it, right? I get it. It just feels like fate is mocking me. Even in death, I won't ever get to be with Malco again.
No, it hasn't been long since the battle. The door to the Night Kingdom should still be open to you. Give me some time. I'll think of something.
Is that even possible?
It doesn't matter. I have to try. A hero of Natlan deserves a better fate than this.
زين كم واحد تريدين تساعديني تكوما يعني هاي اللي لاينز يعني رافضتهم او يعني على الاقل نايت كيندم.
This feeling. Is this the Night Kingdom?
Looks like this method worked on you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. People don't always have the nicest things to say about you. But shows what they know.
That's a given. I hope you come back to us soon, Vichama.
يعني مثل نوعا ما اعطته تصريح استثنائي حتى يفوت النايت كيندم.
If I may, what about the others? Can you save them too?
ما اعتقد لا.
We're sorry.
Don't apologize. You're doing everything you can. This isn't anyone's fault. Let this land bear witness to my final wish for this world. From now on, may every soul in Natlan find haven and home.
I promise you, Vichama. I will not abandon the ley lines to their fate.
Leave it to us.
Thank you. People like you are the true heroes. Goodbye.
Once all traces of abyssal power are removed from the Night Kingdom, the Pyro Archon will restore the ley lines. That's the final step of our plan.
يلا بما انه الاسم جاهز ماكو داعي ننتظر يومين خلينا باكر بس نروح.
So we're not just fighting for the living, but for the dead too.
That reminds me of the dream I had about the captain.
What dream?
Oh yeah, you said the captain had a bunch of these kinds of souls with him. Maybe they're looking for a home too. But it's impossible for Conrians to enter the Night Kingdom, right?
اي لانهم يعتبرون من النايت كيندم او يعني مو من ناتلان.
Although it wouldn't be the first time the captain tried to do the impossible.
Even in its fully functional state, the Night Kingdom can't accept foreign souls. It's completely isolated from the ley lines of other nations. In theory, that means Conrian souls shouldn't be drawn to the presence of the Night Kingdom. Something strange is going on.
ايش يسوي هذا؟ يعني ململم ارواح جماعته يريد يخليهم بالنايت كيندم بالقوة؟
One thing's for sure. It seems like the captain wants to help these souls.
Well, he usually keeps his cards close to his chest. If we want to know what he's up to, we just have to wait for him to act.
Traveler, before you set off, remember to give your ancient name to the Pyro Archon. She will introduce it to our people and explain its meaning.
Okay.
And then, the rest is up to you.
Got it.
And don't forget, we're all cheering for you.
ولا حتروح بايمون بالله بهاي الفترة اللي حنروح فيها احنا. اوكي هسه اعتقد اي بمشوا يوم ونص يعني رأسا حنبلش بالحرب.
The day of the final battle is here. Time to go to the stadium of the sacred flame. You can do it, traveler.
يا ستر هاي الروح مال منو تنتظر؟ نروح له شنو؟ شبك بوابة. Get ready. هوبا. Start. ايوه. Start. حتبلش المعمعة.
The Pyro Archon is waiting for you inside.
The sacred flame is even brighter than usual.
بابا كل ذول ينتظرون.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
مافويكا.
Judging by the confident look on your face, I assume your ancient name is complete?
Yep, it's good to go. Shilonan specifically reminded us to show it to you.
هوب الأمل مالتنا الاسم حيكون
Tumaini. Yes, that fits you perfectly.
Is that an ancient name?
I heard this is the first time we forged
Looks like my people are just as curious about this name. Traveler, Paimon, join me over here. As you can see, I am holding the Traveler's ancient name. With this name, the Wyab entrust to him a monumental task, and this land binds us as kin. Tumaini, that is his name. Like starlight amid the darkness, flames amid the cold, it means hope.
Hey.
Tumaini.
Hope. After all these endless years of fighting, we finally found it, haven't we?
Ever since the invasion of the Abyss and the decline of the ley lines, the Ode of Resurrection has protected us for thousands of years. For generations we have lived on this land, following in the footsteps of our forebears, taking their place on the front lines. We all carry that struggle with us. And now, thanks to your efforts, the end is in sight. We have a chance to defeat the Abyss once and for all. This glory is one we share. It belongs to all of Natlan!
Oh.
For Natlan!
For Natlan! We will claim victory! In Natlan, no one fights alone!
No one fights alone.
No one fights alone!
To battle!
تعال يلا امشي. حنطب عن طريق النار المقدسة؟ لو هذا تدخل اسمنا بالنار المقدسة. أو لا والله دخلنا عن طريق النار المقدسة. أوبا بلشت.
We're here. I'm sure you're familiar with the site of the Night Kingdom by now.
زين ليش ذول هنا موجودين عباك أرواح؟ يعني ذول كيف عندهم يعني اسم عتيق؟ بس حتى يعني بايمون موجودة.
The corrosion here is relatively mild, so this is our last pit stop. Once we set off, we must destroy our final enemy as soon as possible. Otherwise, no amount of resistance to abyssal corrosion will save us from contamination.
So there's no turning back after this, huh?
Paimon, what are you doing here?
After you left, Paimon started to be able to see this place. It's a mystery to Paimon, too.
The sacred flame is connecting us. The moment it sent us here, it made sure your consciousness could reach us. But still, you can go no further. The Abyss also has the power to corrupt the mind. So once we venture deeper, it must be alone.
Okay, يعني نعرفهم هنا ونطب بحدنا.
But, while we're still here, I believe some of your friends may wish to say a few words.
We don't have much time, right?
True, but there's time enough to say goodbye. Come find me when you're ready to set off. I'll explain the next step of the plan.
ماكو داعي. امشي نفوت رأسا. I'm ready.
All right. Before we face our final enemy together, we need to split up.
Split up? ليش?
I'm sure you remember the Abyss tumors from the previous battle. Eradicating them was crucial to stopping the endless onslaught of monsters. Our final enemy has a core that possesses similar qualities. It's hidden somewhere in the Night Kingdom.
تمام.
Since I'm more familiar with this place, I'll go find and destroy this core, while you go straight to the enemy's lair. We can reconvene there.
Understood.
All right. Then it's time to act. All of Natlan is behind us. So let's gather our courage and march into the unknown without fear. No one fights alone.
No one fights alone.
Mafwoika already left, so you should get moving. Oh, and Paimon should stop distracting you. Paimon still remembers her promise. She's gonna cheer you on with not some kid who's afraid of the dark. She's gonna be brave this time, so don't you worry.
Wait for me بايمون.
Always.
اوكي حلو يا عمانة حيطوني مافويكا اني لحقت لي الكور. جنني. شو وقت اسوي له تشير عن التيك؟ ما اعرف كيف اسوي له.
Rev the engines.
Something feels familiar.
مليار شنو ماكو عندي شي ناقي شي. اسوي لي تشير عن التيك والله اريدها.
Hey, sis. It's been a long time. This form is probably what I look like in your memories, right?
Huh?
Actually, we already met in one of your dreams, didn't we? But you never told anyone.
هاي من حلمنا كنا هي ما حكت فقط ساكتة.
Out of all the awakened souls, I was surprised you were one of them. After all, it's been 500 years.
Yeah, I'm sure my soul has been reborn many times by now. But that doesn't mean Hine is gone. If the past, present, and future exist at once, then it's only fair we get to meet again.
You're right. It's too bad we don't have more time to talk.
ليش ده أحس جايب الهياء الهاء؟
Your plan is almost at the final stage, isn't it? I knew it. When you set your mind to something, there's nothing you can't do, no matter how difficult. Oh, I really wanted to help you in this era. But an ordinary person can't transcend time.
ليش ده أحس جايبيها الهاء إلها؟
Back then, I said I'd come find you one day. But... oh, I failed, time and time again.
You didn't fail.
Wait, then the paper frog I made? You got it?
Yes. And your architecture manual as well. The family you left it with got it to me in one piece.
I'm so glad. 500 years is a long time. I was worried someone might toss it during a move or something.
No, they never forgot their debt to you. I learned a lot about you from them.
Sounds like I placed my trust in the right people. Everything I wrote, though, it's probably outdated now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh well, it's been a long time, and it's not like I was some innovative architect who left my mark on history. But I lived a really happy life. I dedicated my career to helping those without a home. I didn't have time for love or for myself, but I didn't care.
يعني ما
There are
متزوجة.
so many things in this world that deserve to come first. That's what you taught me.
يعني ما تزوجت معناها.
You never took time for yourself either, did you, sis?
No, it wasn't necessary. Besides, I made my choice. And now, the end is near. Be it the enemy's end or my own. In the end, the method you used to transcend time was much more than a simple paper frog. You sent your love across time. So let me say this, Hine. I will love you. Forever and always.
I know that. Mom, Dad, and I, we feel the same way about you. We're family. That will never change.
All right. I need to head out. Another hero is waiting for me.
I believe in
you, sis. For Natlan.
بالكعبة هي هاي الدفعة المطلوبة اللي كانت النهائية. يعني هسه مافويكا كان بقمة حماسها المفروض تصير.
Don't worry, we're here to help.
اوه يانا اتيا هاي مو اتيا؟
Open fire! Locked on! Farewell!
I didn't expect to see you again so soon. You can leave this place to us. When the monsters attack again, we'll fend them off.
Molani is in the square over there. I'm sure she would like to see you again.
We got to see each other in a dream, and that's enough.
اوقف يعني معناها صدق. يعني هم نفسهم الاشخاص شافوا اللي يحبوهم. بعد ليش تشاسكا قالت كويتشي مو نفس اختها؟ حست انه كويتشي انه نوعا ما مثل النسخة كذابية من عندها.
It pains me not being able to see Mualani again. But if I can do something to protect Natlan, then that is the only choice.
حلو حنكمل وتبقى هنا احمي المكان.
Mualani will...
It seems like there is more to the mystery episode. لا بس طبت العقلة.
It's you! I knew you would come.
يعني دزين هالفيتشا ما فيتشا ما حماله هو هناك. تم زين دزيناك.
We meet again. Remember me? I'm Malco. We met when you came to rescue Kachina. I could barely hold on to my human form back then.
صح همزين والله التم يعني همزين دزينا.
Vichama told me about the horrific battle on the surface, but now the souls of the Night Kingdom have been revitalized.
More importantly, after everything, we finally get to fight side by side again.
بالكعبة صدق فرحان لك من قلبي. الحمد لله.
The path ahead has been heavily corroded by the abyss. Navigation will be tricky. I can help illuminate your way, just like before.
يلا امشي.
There, so stay close.
احنا حسب ما شافونا بالصورة حيكون عبالك تنين. Didn't expect the situation here to be so chaotic. It's because of the damage to the ley lines. The roads has collapsed, but the structure above seems intact. That looks like the way forward. Still, how do I get over there? The sound, it's... بق صوت طاير في الشي. Kokosorins ما
Hey traveler, it's me, Koichi.
Chaska.
Need some help? Doctors can be really handy in an emergency.
أنا توقعت رح أشوفها.
With your special powers, you should be able to make it through this place. Go now! Go! Huh? What was that? I felt shaking all of a sudden.
Could it be that Mafwoika wrapped up everything on her end?
Oh, I was wondering where she went. Well, that just means we've got even less time to waste. I never liked causing trouble, and I definitely don't want to be the one who holds up the Pyro Archon's plan.
Koichi, you went to see Chaska, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm really glad she fulfilled her mission. She seemed a lot more mature than before. All those years of worrying. But Better late than ever, right? Go now, traveler.
يلا. ما نموت شلون؟ اعتقد نحتاج شنو؟ طلع بطريقة رفيع. ما يصير نستعجل بالحكم. أوه. ما صعد هذا؟ اتوقع ما صعد. زين شلون صعد؟ خلونا كل واحد نستخدم هسه. حلو. هم ديناصورات مو طيور. مو ديناصورات يعتبرون؟
You can do this.
يعني صراحة أنا بالبداية صدق ضجت من موتة كويتشي على مود يعني تشاسكا، بس يعني صراحة أشوف موتتها ضرورية على مود يعني هي لو ما هي تموت كانت تشاسكا أصلا ما حصلت الاسم مالتها. يعني شي ما حلو بس كان شي مثمر. أوه. ما يلعب مافويكا.
I embrace.
I trust.
I acknowledge.
I welcome.
I follow. I walk with. Tenoch, the one and many.
يعني هاي القوة مال الست قبائل اعطانا اياها.
Let my people light up your path. Mafويكا is just up ahead.
سابقتنا.
Now, go and bring forth a miracle reserved for the divine.
هذا هاي مو نايت لورد؟ عارف لورد
The
اوف ذا نايت؟
kindling we know as humanity.
اعتقد هي هاي لورد اوف ذا نايت. يلا طريق.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this.
اوكي هم صوتهم والله ما سووا لي الجسم من وقت. وين عاد مافويكا؟ والله يعطي نفسها كانت بالسماء.
Resistance is futile.
مافويكا اصلا بلشت فقدة قاتل.
Fire shall be this nation's tomb.
يوه صح. بس يعني السماويكا فوق لو لا ما دافع تيماني.
War is nothing but a hopeless struggle.
تعب سلاح باش بكون. اموت. يمكن اتوقع حسن راح ياخذ الالمنت مال بايرو بما انه لحد الان ما ماخذه. اختصاص بوكسات التعب. صح.
If you so yearn for the agony of death, then bow down to its true appearance!
اوكي. تنين مو المفروض تنين. على هالشكل هذا.
You who traverse the stars, fear not. Natlan has placed its trust in you.
Lord of the Night هاي مو؟
Ignite your fire, the hope that burns within.
قلت لكم والله الباور راح يجي. فتحتنا الباور اخيرا. نعم رأسا للسي 6.
I have witnessed the light of this flame dozens of times. Once the wood is spent, night will return. Failure. 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 Failure.
شو صاير بالبايرو هيلر الترافلر؟ اتوقع الترافلر هيلر صاير هنا.
You are loyal to the wrong master.
ايش صار؟ قتلني يعني.
All will be mine to seize, devour, and destroy.
شابلانكي. هذا شابلانكي فعلها بالكعبة.
Your long journey shall end in vain. Even with borrowed celestial power, your destruction is inevitable.
You march to an end you cannot change. Millennia of struggle, all in vain.
بس سؤال يعني هذا البعد شنو؟ هذا البعد خاص بس بالاركونات بالسلسلة من الاركونات؟ لو خاص بس بال
The lives of the descenders are more valuable than you can imagine.
بالهذا يعني مال ناتلان.
You've destroyed this world's hope with your own hands!
If I was fated to fail, then why do you fear?
ولا مرة واصل للهاية. القلعة اللي بالنص. يلا.
We embark on a pilgrimage for the wishes of the people. We choose to battle, to earn a glorious name. And in the end, we burn to cinders for a dream.
هذا الديفاين
And
ثرون.
so this cycle continued, time after time.
كان هذا الديفاين ثرون مال اركان. قاعد حنشوف هالشي بلانك، عندي احساس. بما انه هالشي بلانكي يعني اول اركان صار بناتلان كلها، وهو اللي حكى ويا هاي الشيدز مال سيليستي مال هيفنلي برنسبل، فيعني المفروض
My fate
موجود
is to
هنا.
bring this journey to an end, once and for all!
يمكن استخدمت القوة مال ديفاين ثرون من جديد. هاي مات يمكن ترافلر.
Listen.
هاي اود اوف ريزركشن هسه اشتغل.
Did they lose? No, it can't be.
زين اذا خسر معناه ما حد جاي يعيش.
We are the inheritors of memory and legend! Those who grew alongside sun and wind!
Those who forged our own destiny and future! That is Natlan's fire! The lifeblood of our nation!
اذا الانقاذ طفت عشان حيطلعون.
Their voices. I hear them.
In the beginning, there was darkness, until someone set themselves aflame. Only then did the universe know light.
رفعت اثنيناتنا متنا وهسه رجعنا. منو الاود اوف ريزركشن؟
We won't give up hope.
We will march forward together.
This is where we forge our future. With our own two hands!
سيف. وهذا سيف بدي اقول كانت تستخدم سيف كنيش قبل شويه. جمال.
Even
CGI.
after my attacks, the flames of hope still burn within me.
Become the servant of the kneel before.
Oh.
I bring forth the faith of the 6 tribes and bestow absolute freedom upon our
Accursed angels, vanished greed. You should have long since been dead.
No.
We need to purify the totem poles.
شرب. هاي Masters of the Night Wind.
No matter the cost,
أو لا.
I believe in him to the end.
Masters of the Canopy H.5.
His soul is noble and pure. Hero is just his starting point.
هم اثنيناتهم بنفس التون صاروا.
Why do you struggle when you are so weary? Why must you seek pain? No one fights alone!
يلا. هاي كان لازم.
You toil in vain, and your blood is a worthless sacrifice.
I wish to soar with him.
Flower feather.
And see the world beyond the sky.
Wherever he calls home. Surely that land is a place of freedom and warmth.
نسيت اسمها شو كان اسمها؟ مالنا أي إنسان. Coins of 20 فشي أعتقد. يمكن coins of 20.
You toil in vain, and your blood is a worthless sacrifice.
Burn through the endless night!
Curse you!
Curse you.
Enough, you foolish pests!
أعطينا Children of Echoes و People of the Springs.
I admire his wisdom. How he always lives in the moment.
Being his friend makes me so happy.
ضربة النهاية المفروض.
Enough, you foolish pests!
We will take back Natlan's future!
Every adventure can be stressful and scary. But with the Traveler around, there's always hope. There's no challenge too great. As long as we're together, we can do anything. We will never, ever, ever stop moving forward.
يلا. خلصونا منها. الكعبة هذا. ايش ده نحكي فضوها. مسحوا حرفيا مسحوا. أخيرا خلصنا من يعني الأبس.
To get back, do we pray?
There's a faster way.
ترى جد.
Hop on.
يلا. شو أحس الدفر حلو بالكعبة عليهم. طيب فاهمة. لا بالكعبة كان CGI فخم. يعني توقعت الكابتن حيكون موجود. الكابتن أبد ما له أثر.
Unbelievable. No signs of abyssal corruption whatsoever. The same goes for the Pyro Archon. Well, in that case, just get some rest and enjoy your victory.
حلو.
That means there's officially nothing to worry about. You won! You actually won!
Finally, someone to speak for me.
Is that all Paimon is to you? You know what? Never mind. You get a free pass on all Paimon teasing today.
You did it again, Traveler. Your strength is remarkable.
ولو انتم ما شفتوا شيء بس يعني هم شكرا.
And now, Natlan is finally free from the threat of the abyss. Welcome back, great hero. I can't wait to tell your story to everyone.
We should record it on a woven scroll too. That way your story will be preserved in my tribe for generations to come. I'm sure the grannies and gramps back home are already on it.
Amazing job, Traveler. Becoming the first Outlander with an ancient name definitely makes you a legend.
The Lord of the Night was right to place her trust in you. She chose the perfect name.
Hope.
But the most important thing is that you made it back safe. Now I don't have to worry about the rescue plan. You came up with a rescue plan? Well, the Traveler already saved me once. So yeah, if things got risky down there, I was gonna charge in and rescue him.
والله خطة يعني بالنسبة للصغيرة إرادتها حديد.
I don't think it would be quite so simple, Kachina. But still...
يعني البنية فكرت على الأقل أحسن منك.
If something like that really did happen, I'd come for you too, no matter what it took.
أو ظلمتك يعني سوري. أوكي.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Bravery aside, I try not to act on impulse. But I suppose there's an exception to every rule.
I have something to say.
In the ley lines, I encountered many souls of the dead. And I could hear everyone rooting for me from above.
Wait, really? Who did you see?
Koichi, مثلا.
I saw Atea, Vichama, Koichi, and all 6 heroes from 500 years ago. Not to mention, I heard the messages you left for me in my ancient name. I have to thank each and every one of you. Without your help, I could never have defeated an enemy as strong as the Abyss.
So, you heard everything we said?
Those messages became part of your name during the forging process. I just didn't expect them to come in handy at such a crucial moment.
To think that you heard them, though, that's a little embarrassing. Hey, what's embarrassing about that? I'll say it again right now. Being your friend makes me so happy.
Good one, Koichi.
Things are looking lively over here. How you feeling, Traveler?
صدق ما ماتت لحد هسه. بس صار مرة ثانية تستخدم القوة مال Divine Throne. I feel completely fine.
Great. Just what I wanted to hear. The preparations for your celebration ceremony are almost complete.
Celebration ceremony?
According to tradition, we hold a celebration ceremony for our most outstanding warriors after their final pilgrimage.
يعني احنا اثنيناتنا مو بس هو الترافلر تيمينا.
In most cases, outstanding means warriors who earned more than 20 victories in the Night Warden Wars. It's an exceedingly rare honor. You can think of it almost like a Lifetime Achievement Award.
We haven't held one of those ceremonies in a long time, though.
True, but given the Traveler's exceptional contribution to this victory, I think he's more than worthy of the honor. Let's head to the center of the stadium and I'll announce the honor to everyone. You deserve a formal round of applause for this achievement.
Oh, then I'm gonna grab the best seat in the house. Wait, I'm coming too! Camera! This calls for a camera!
Mafwoika, if this ceremony is to celebrate defeating the Abyss, don't you deserve the same honor?
المفروض يعني حيصير ظلم هيجي.
What's the point of holding a victory feast for yourself? Besides, I'm already the Pyro Archon. That's enough honor for a lifetime. Let's go. Everyone's waiting for us. Today, Natlan's long struggle against the Abyss has met its end. Many fought for this day and gave their lives for this cause. We must not forget them or the heroic Outlander who lent us their aid. His ancient name, Tumaini, will be immortalized in the history of Natlan. From this point on, there will be no more Night Warden wars, and I pray the Ode of Resurrection will never again need to bring back the fallen. We fought for a singular purpose, peace, and now it has been achieved. The funeral to commemorate the fallen will be held on a later day, but in the meantime, our hero will embark on a parade of blessings. Let us send him off with a round of applause and show him the warmth and gratitude of our people.
Yeah! Woohoo! All right.
Go on. This is your moment. You should savor it.
شو تدري نحكي خطة قدام الكل؟ What about you?
Now that the threat of the abyss has been eliminated, we finally have a chance to restore the Night Kingdom.
بس سؤالتي شو حيصير بيك؟
I'll take care of that first.
Okay, we'll look forward to good news.
Great hero! Could you look this way for a sec?
وين؟ راح نبقى نمشي نهاية المكان؟
Tumaini! Tumaini! Tumaini!
Wow, you're here too! Look, they're dancing!
For music, for the sacred flame, and for our heroes!
Ooh.
Look over here, traveler!
Huh? It's the great hero! Please, come dance with us!
Dance? ما أعتقد يرقص.
Oh! What do you think, traveler? Should we join them?
أوكي خلينا نجرب.
Alright! Paimon's always willing to try something new!
أوكي. شاب رقصة الكرنج. حتى ماكو موسيقى بالهوا دا يرقص يجي حتى يعني بدون صوت. لكن خلوه مجموعة ليش بحدة بالنص. محاولة لطيفة.
Hey, not bad!
Let's hear it for our hero.
صراحة كانت رقصة تفشل.
We now arrive at the end of the Parade of Blessings. Let us offer the traveler our blessings one more time and give him a resounding round of applause. Woohoo! Yeah!
That's a hero's welcome if Paimon ever saw one, traveler! You deserve it, of course, considering the risk you took.
Traveler, Paimon! Finally, I was looking everywhere for you!
بتقولي لي يا أما شراني يا أما مافويكا.
St. Molly! Why didn't you come to the parade?
Never mind that. I have something important to tell you. Come with me.
لو الكابتن مختفي ماله.
I went to revisit the revelations in my dreams as soon as you came back from battle. But I couldn't fall asleep just anywhere. I needed somewhere private. I didn't want anyone to overhear me sleep talk or watch me contort myself into some weird position.
شفتي.
Anyway, that's not the important part. It's about Mafويكa's death.
أي.
Her fate hasn't changed at all.
يعني بعد إذا ذيك شو يسموها الشيدز مال الموت أكيد متعوفة.
What?
But we both made it back.
Didn't you defeat the bad guy behind all this? Does that mean the war isn't over?
لا هي الثمن مال استخدام القوة لازم موت.
No. The disaster is over, but my dreams never lie. That's why I came to find you. I need to know what I'm missing. Where is Mafويكا right now? Did she tell you what she's planning?
راحت للنايت Lord of the Night يمكن أتوقع هيك قالت.
She said she was going to restore the Night Kingdom. Compared to fighting the Abyss, that should be pretty easy, right?
After all, the corrosion should be gone by now.
Easy? Not so much. We can't restore the ley lines without the Lord of the Night. And I'm not sure she has enough power to do it on her own. The Lord of the Night is weak right now. She told us that herself, remember? I'll admit, restoring the ley lines is simpler than reconstructing them entirely, but it's still no easy feat.
You've got a point. Otherwise, Mafwoika wouldn't need to get involved.
True. If the Lord of the Night could restore the ley lines by herself, all Mafwoika would need to do is tell her we won.
أو تعطيها قوتها على مود تقدر ترجع اللey lines.
Not even that. The Lord of the Night knows the ley lines better than anyone.
مفروض.
I'm sure she knew of your victory before us all.
أعتقد راح تعطي قوتها للهاية. The Lord of the Night على مود ترجع اللey lines.
Point being, this matter is far more complicated than the Archon made it out to be. We need to get to the bottom of this.
But why would she hide the truth from us?
Mafwoika has accepted her death, remember? For her to let someone else dictate her end, there can only be one possibility. She must think the outcome of her death is worth it. The moment Mafwoika used the Ruler of Death's power, death was demanded in return. Not necessarily as repayment for her aid, but as a rule. That means Mafwoika doesn't have to just sacrifice herself to the Ruler of Death. She can still use her death to get something in return.
Like dying for a cause?
Then let's get going! Where do you think she went? Could it be where we found the source mechanism?
أتوقع.
The Lord of the Night should now be able to appear anywhere in Natlan. What we need to know is where the Ruler of Death can be summoned.
Lord. ما شايفين احنا اصلا يعني هو يدوب سمعنا صوتها بهذا البعد اللي هي مافويكا تفوتنا بيه اللي عبالك حسستني مال ديفاين ثرون. بس يعني ما شايفين ابد وين كانت هي هاي Ruler of Death.
According to the Lord of the Night, the Ruler of Death is one of the Shining Shades, an extremely elusive figure. Even woven scrolls dating back thousands of years have nearly no mentions of her.
Mafwoika once met Xbalanque. She told us about it before.
Right! Xbalanque created the rules of Natlan by borrowing power from the Ruler of Death. That means he's met her before!
وين التقت فيه؟
Wait, do you think Xbalanque could have met the Ruler of Death in Cinder City? The one they call... Ochkanatlan?
Huh?
It's very likely. After all, Ochkanatlan was built on the site of a previous dragon city. It's known as the first city of the Pyro Archon.
Alright, then let's head over right away!
It's not easy to get there, so follow me. I'll take you.
عارفة هاي المدينة الفوق اللي صار عبالك مثل بالسما؟ اي والله ياتي هاي الشيء.
Man, this place really is hard to get to. And, Paimon wasn't the only one who saw that weird thing up there, right? All those eyes inside of it? Talk about creepy.
I believe that's how the Ruler of Death keeps an eye on Tevat. Quick, this way. We're almost there.
وقفوا يعني هسه هاي المنافسة العيون اللي استخدمتها هاي اللي أول ما فتنا إحنا ولومين وفرقتنا. بس ما أعتقد يعني مسوين موديل يعني 3D للشيد. هي هاي مال شيد الموت.
Look, it's Mafwoika.
هياتي بالكعبة جاي هنا. شو تسلم روحها؟
I have grown weary of the endless wait. The fate of this land is of no interest to me anymore.
توقعت.
However, you humans managed to meet the expectations of the heavenly principles. For that result, you deserve praise. Mafwoika, as the price for using my power, I shall now bear witness to your death. And with you, the war that your nation has waged for more than 1,000 years shall meet its end.
Mafwoika!
You got here sooner than I expected.
What are you doing?
تتسلم روحها.
closing the final chapter on the plan that has consumed Natlan for 500... No. For the entirety of our history. We've eradicated the Abyss from Natlan. But its power remains in worlds beyond to that. Tremendous and unyielding. Only by completely restoring the Night Kingdom can we defend against its corrosion in the long run. But the architect of the Night Kingdom is near her end. She lacks the power for such a task. And worse still, if her life force is depleted, the rules of Natlan disappear along with her.
يعني لازم تعطيها القوة على مود ترجع الليلاينز القديمة.
We have no need for the Ode of Resurrection right now. But it remains Natlan's strongest defense should the Abyss return one day.
So, you're planning to...
Yes. My plan is to once again place my life within the sacred flame. 500 years ago, I gave my life for the chance to be reborn in this era. A chance to see all my plans to completion. And now, to sustain the Lord of the Night, I will give my life once more.
I respect your decision, Mafwoika. But this method requires an immense sacrifice. The flames of your life force are exceedingly strong. But a life sustained by fire is one destined to die out one day. What will you do then?
I've thought about that. With the Abyss out of the picture for now, the Sacred Flame's power will be consumed at a much slower rate. My life force should be able to sustain it for another 200 or 300 years.
ليش؟ يعني شو تستفادين قولي مرة 300 سنة؟
Future Pyro Archons will continue to seek new sources of fire. As long as Natlan's legacy endures, the Night Kingdom will survive, impervious to the Abyss.
Once again, you place hope in the hands of the future.
But the pilgrimage can replenish the power of the sacred flame. We can give it that meaning. Why shoulder this burden by yourself?
هاي تعطي قوتها للنار المقدسة بنفس الوقت هي حياتها حتكون بيها.
Because I want the pilgrimage to change. The pilgrimage was an essential part of our struggle against the Abyss. A grand competition full of promise and glory. But it also chained our people to an inescapable destiny. Fear and anxiety have been our constant companions. We knew what the consequences would be if we laid down our arms. Morality left us with no other choice. And so, Natlan became the nation of war. This is where Xbalanque defeated the dragons and granted our people the liberation of their flesh. And now, in the same place, I have the chance to grant them the liberation of their spirit. There will be no war, only competition. One fueled by our dreams for the future, rather than a desperate struggle for survival. A new future deserves a new meaning. A chance to take a definitive step forward.
Very noble indeed. But what does any of this have to do with you? You speak of duty, but not yourself. In my eyes, Mafwoika, you are not inherently special. A child of Natlan among countless others. Yes, the situation is urgent, and the ley lines must be restored right away. But it is too heavy a burden for you to shoulder alone.
That is where we differ, Lord of the Night. You see all humans as the same, but I understand what it means to be a leader. A leader is swift and decisive in the face of reality. Someone capable of making the right choice even when there are no good options on the table. Sacrificing the remainder of my life to help Natlan overcome this crisis. That is the right choice. After all, leadership is built on the trust of ordinary people. Without them, there is no Archon. The people look to their leader to make the world a better place and stand up for them when it counts. For that reason, I must see my duty through to the very end.
But what about you, Mafwoika? You still haven't talked about what you want. Is it that unimportant to you?
هي كل اللي تريده أصلا.
It's not important, Sitlali.
أو تريد في شيء ثاني. يعني أنا صراحة دا أفهم وجهة نظر مافويكا إنه هي تريد ناتلان بعد ما تتقيد بأي شيء ولا تتغير بنفس الوقت عن التقاليد تعرفها، بس بنفس الوقت هاي التقاليد ما تبقى مقيدتهم. يعني مثل ما كانت البولغريمج إنه توديهم للحرب، هسه حترجعها لأنه هي كانت بنفس يعني رمز من رموز ناتلان، بس حصل بدون الحرب مال ضد الأبس. بس هي الثمن تدفع كله بوحدها. هي ضحت بشوفتها أهلها، سوت خطة على مدار 500 سنة لو تنجح لو ما تنجح، وخلت حياتها بداخل النار المقدسة اللي هي ما تعرف النار المقدسة من 500 سنة راح تبقى مشتغلة أو لا، على مود تقعد. وهسه حترجع تسوي مرتلخ نفس الشيء. يعني حياتها شبه معدومة صارت. بس يعني على قولة سيطلالي صدق هي اللي تريده واللي عاجبها شنو لحد ما عارفة شنو.
There is nothing more important than protecting the future we built together.
It's hard to argue with her logic. She probably knew we would come and prepared what to say in advance. حكيها منطقي صراحة. يعني تقول أنا شخص شنو أنا يعني إذا ضحيت بنفسي واللي أريده مقابل إنه شعب كامل أو أمة كاملة. Time for Natlan to enter a new era, and I know she wants to fulfill her duty as the leader, but she deserves to have a place in the future she built with her people.
I shall accept Mavika's sacrifice for the Lord of the Night as her death, and I will bear witness to the very end. Thus concludes the deal I made with Shabalanke several thousand years ago. Lord of the Night, you may now begin.
تأمرها. معقولة الكابتن ما سوى فد حركة كل هالمدة شو خاتل صنطة.
What are you waiting for?
There is another who wishes to take part in the ceremony, and I cannot disregard their intentions. I must wait for them to arrive.
Another?
Captain.
I was to bear witness to a death, and now the situation is increasingly tenuous.
If the life of this second individual fails to meet my requirements, I fear I may lose my patience.
Rest assured, his life will hold equal value. I am the helper of humanity, and I must always place their demands first, no matter who the human may be.
Cumbersome. But there is nothing to be done. Such is the duty of an angel.
Angel, انتي.
Wait, this feeling.
We made it.
Thank you for showing me the way.
The captain?
The other individual you mentioned. It was him?
Indeed. Like you, he carries many lofty ideals.
Lofty ideas.
Mafwoika, I understand how you feel. And if I were an ordinary mortal, I would have no reason to stop you.
يعني هسه وده يباوع رينوفا اللي هي اللي موتت مات المدينة كاملة اللي هي كانريا. اوف شو اللقاء حقير.
But like you, I've been waiting for this day for too long.
Hey.
And I can offer a better solution. You created this new future, and you deserve to guide its direction. Your life should not end here.
Hey?
But death is the end I have been trying to reach all along. I have come this far to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
حيدخل الأرواح اللي بداخل على مود بالهاي بنايت كيندم عن طريق تضحيته. بنفس الوقت حي مافويكا راح تعيش. يصير؟
Your people?
Wait, the souls I saw in my dream?
That's right. They have been with me for the past 500 years.
But how? Carrying that many souls within you? There's no way you could keep your consciousness intact. Besides, you weren't affected by the source mechanism like I was.
Do you still remember the voice that you heard? It came from my heart. With the help of technology from Conria, my heart was modified to convert memories and souls from the ley lines into knowledge. As a result, I became extremely sensitive to souls, and developed the ability to sense their presence. Much like yourself. After encountering countless lost souls during the disaster 500 years ago, I forsook the capacity for knowledge granted by the modification, and used my heart as a vessel instead.
يعني تقريبا سوى اللي فشل بيه أورورين.
The lives of my comrades, as well as many Natlanese, have been stored here ever since.
And you want to send them home?
Yes. The ley lines will not accept them. But by merging my existence with the Lord of the Night, I can become master of the ley lines and change the rules entirely.
He expressed this to me, and I agreed.
Agreed? Okay.
The captain envisions a kinder and fairer set of rules for humanity. In addition, he aims to challenge the authority of the ruler of death. In a word, his goal is revenge.
Revenge?
هي اللي مدمرة المات القاع.
After all, it's because of her that I bear the curse of immortality, the curse of absolute life.
I now understand that which you seek.
Then, bear witness to my resolve and hatred. The people of Conria committed grave sins. And for that, we were cursed to suffer endless physical torment. Cursed to witness the demise of everything we held dear. But most of us were innocent. Most of us knew nothing of the Five Sinners' exploitation of abyssal power. Myself included. If I sacrifice my life for the Lord of the Night, you get the death you desire. But, at the same time, the curse of immortality would negate the very death you seek. Left unresolved, that paradox could uproot the natural order of this world. Even you, great ruler of death, lack the capacity to bear the consequences of that outcome.
يعني القاعدة اللي هي مسويتها انه اللي يستخدم قوتي لازم يموت حيغيرها من يتحد ويا Lord of the Night.
Your curse is now the tool with which I will overturn the oppression of the gods. This is my challenge to you.
صار كلمتها وما تقدر تسوي شيء اتوقع من ورا الهيفنلي principles.
Forsake one of your rules. The choice is yours.
Your new heart has limitless potential, and you have wielded it with bravery and honor. I grant you the title of Sentinel Knight.
Sentinel.
Like the four pillars of strength, you will continue to safeguard the glory of Conria.
The glory of Conria.
Our land, our dignity, and every comrade who fights alongside us.
The Night Kingdom is almost destroyed. Our fallen soldiers, your comrades, they have nowhere to go.
حيلم هو بداخله. قبل 500 سنة يعني.
Are you taking all their souls with you? You're just an ordinary person. You can't bear that kind of burden.
No hero should have to wander alone.
زين هاي يسمحوا بعقله مو كلهم؟
The curse of immortality. Using immortality to fight death. Using my rules against me.
Make your choice. Reject your rules. Or allow me to trigger the paradox.
The curse of immortality must stand.
Oh.
Use it to fulfill your final wish.
سمحت لي يعني. حيموت.
Well fought, my lord.
Thank you for everything.
This time, let's go together.
حياته هذا الجندي ما أعرف شنو كان.
Yes. Let's go together.
الكعبة ويا فخمة. ولا غلط ولا غلط. أهم شي مافويكا عاشت.
The captain, he...
مات بعد.
The curse of immortality still exists. Does that mean the captain will never move from this place?
يتنفس. Without him.
Lord of the Night, is the captain still with us?
There is no need to pursue traces of him. For those cursed with immortality, release from the mortal coil is the greatest form of peace.
Even so, please pass on my gratitude.
مكانها يعني ضحى.
His long journey has finally come to a close. I suppose this is a happy ending for him.
For you همينة إن المستقبل اللي سويتي له حتشوفيه.
I cannot imagine how much pain he endured over the past 500 years. Or how much strength it took to never stray from his goal.
يعني كم يعني بس بدي أعرف إنه كم روح مجمع كانت بداخله. وهاي كل روح أكيد يسمع صوتها ويسمع معاناتها ويسمع اللي تريده ويسمع اللي ما تريده. شي مو سهل.
There's something I've been trying to figure out. I don't think I ever saw him sleep.
شلون ينام بكل هاي بداخله؟
I tried to ask him about it on the way here, but he didn't answer. Just like always, he never talks about himself.
It's probably due to the voices.
إيه ما ينام.
When souls merge in a single being, their voices echo endlessly through the mind. Souls that retain memories of their death often scream and wail in despair. Considering the number of souls inside him, that effect would be even greater.
So, over the past 500 years, he didn't sleep? At all?
No wonder Dane's method of slowing the decay of his body didn't work out for him.
Without experiencing the curse of immortality, we will never truly know his agony. But I can see why his hatred for the ruler of death was so strong. In the end, he used that immortality to his advantage, and granted the Lord of the Night eternal life by fusing his existence with hers. Well fought, Captain.
صدق.
You may wonder why the Night Kingdom, a land of souls, was unable to accept the souls adrift on the surface. The reason lies in the Heavenly Principle's modifications to the ley lines. The original purpose was to help counter the Abyss. And so, their stability was paramount. But at one point in time, Natlan's ley lines were decimated. Even after reconstruction, the rules needed for the Ode of Resurrection made it impossible to reconnect the ley lines to other nations. That unique quality is precisely what drew the captain to Natlan.
Did he try the same thing in other nations?
Yes. But all those attempts ended in failure.
يعني كانت تعمل الوحيد هي هاي ناتلان.
He fought to save Natlan not only to defeat the Abyss, but because this is the only land where the souls within him could find salvation.
شو الشخصية هاي الحلوة؟
We met not long ago to talk about that very possibility, and I confirmed the feasibility of his plan. I, too, recognize the need to change the rules of the ley lines. Not only for the souls that wander this land, but for the outlanders that may perish here in the future. In the eyes of the Heavenly Principles, That kind of change is extremely risky, if not impermissible. But, as an angel, I have a duty to serve humanity. Such is my mandate.
Thank you for everything.
Farewell, humans. Creators of miracles. A new era awaits you.
Looks like she returned to the Night Kingdom.
So, this was the captain's goal all along. He fought to the end for all those souls and challenged the rules of the world in the process.
He was an outstanding warrior. He took on a burden that was meant for me and even brought about a better outcome. It would seem I lost this duel. He was right. Natlan needs a leader to guide its future. If not a successor, then that responsibility will continue to be mine to bear. But for now, let us pay our final respects to this fallen hero. To my sister Hine. I know all that remains in the Night Kingdom is your memory. But I still wanted to write a short letter to tell you about the situation after the war. After countless partings and farewells. Natlan has finally entered an era of peace. The pilgrimage is still a popular tournament, but now its only purpose is to showcase the thrill of competition, rather than select warriors for war. Our cultural legacy is not rooted in our suffering. In this era of peace, Natlan's fire will burn brighter than ever. With the restoration of the Night Kingdom, our people are now free to leave our borders, and many have set their sights on the wonders of Tibet. I'm sure many exciting and eye-opening adventures await them. And although our battle scars will fade, the stories of our heroes will never be forgotten. When a new you returns to this land one day, I know you'll recognize the significance of this war and all we lost. The land we love has not been destroyed, but grows stronger by the day. I will forever be grateful that I got to see you again.
صدق كانت الدفعة هي المناسبة اللي تحتاجها.
And when the flames deliver this letter to you, I hope you know how much I miss you. I actually got the chance to finish this painting. And not a moment too soon. It's time to bid farewell to all the fallen.
يعني حرفيا صرنا يعني حتى حان الاركون تقريبا. شو بقى بعد؟ ما بقى شي. اتوقع بس نحكي ويا مافويكا. اوه.
We are gathered here today to bid farewell to all who lost their lives in this war. This struggle has caused us profound pain and brought us face to face with loneliness and loss. But through it all, our bravery and resolve never wavered, and we never lost sight of victory. Even the tiniest of sparks can unite to become a blazing fire. They lit our way forward and showed us the path to victory. When our homeland is revived and life blooms again, they will return to us with the first rain of spring. It is just as our poem describes. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation. The fallen are never truly lost to us. We will be reunited one day. And as we create new legends and write new poems in honor of our beloved homeland, they will always be with us. Their deeds immortalized in our memory, and their names immortalized in stone. This epic will be remembered in the actions of every valiant warrior and brave Saurian, all equally important and indispensable. I would also like to take the time to recognize a Fatui Harbinger, who sacrificed his life for our cause. He was a warrior from Conria, who helped defend our nation 500 years ago. A man who used his own heart as refuge for the souls of the fallen. In the end, he fulfilled his wish and returned the souls to the ley lines. By turning his curse into a weapon, he defeated his fated foe and protected me in the process. We have had our differences in the past, and I cannot say his character is representative of all in his organization. But on this occasion, we honor him as one of our own. In Natlan, all heroes are worthy of celebration.
مثل الضريح بس هو يعني على باسم الكل تقريبا.
Our heroes here. Is there something you want to discuss?
الفقرة المفضلة عندي بنهاية كل Archon quest. Okay. About the heavenly principles and the shades.
The forces of the Abyss have always sought to corrode Tevat. The ley lines were created by the heavenly principles, and it's only with their protection that Tevat is able to nurture all forms of life.
Aye.
If the Abyss had free reign, this world would become a living hell. We saw that for ourselves.
مثل ما صار بالنايت كيندم.
Any attempt by humanity to harness the power of the Abyss is met with swift punishment. The heavenly principles and the shades show no mercy in that regard. That unyielding approach is also the source of great sorrow and hatred. The situation goes beyond a simple discussion of right versus wrong. Perhaps the truth will reveal itself during your future adventures.
نفتهم عليهم أكثر. About the order of resurrection somehow taking effect before victory. صدق لأنه احنا متنا.
Oh, isn't it obvious?
من وراء الناس كيف يعني قاموا يصحون باسمنا؟
The Ode of Resurrection didn't take effect at all. Your own strength is what allowed you to keep fighting, as well as the moral support from everyone in Natlan. Still, moral support is also an important, if underappreciated, effect of the Ode of Resurrection.
About Natlan's gnosis?
The captain's subordinates sent us a letter he left behind. After our duel at the stadium, he asked the Tsaritsa to remove him from the responsibility of obtaining the gnosis, and his request was granted.
حلو يعني ما أخذوا مالتك gnosis.
The captain respected the outcome of that match and refused to violate his principles. But since this is the final gnosis, I doubt that Tsaritsa will let the situation stand.
يعني رح ترجع لك مرت الأخ.
Perhaps a replacement harbinger will be sent here soon. I'll make sure to be prepared.
يعني همزين ما عكس البقية ما حتطيهم إياه. About the next step on my journey, lay not cry المفروض.
A direct conflict with the Fatui is unavoidable the moment you step foot in Snezhnaya.
Snezhnaya?
So make sure you're ready for any scenario. On a related note, I've acquired some new intel about the fragment that suddenly appeared in the sky.
Will not cry المفروض الشابتر الجاي?
Such fragments are known as Ancient Moon's remnants, relics of secret source technology from the era of the ancient dragons. Coincidentally, a small squad of Fatui infiltrated our borders around the same time it appeared. Our investigation revealed them to be the subordinates of the Doctor. Their stronghold is in Nod Krai, a land with a long history not far from Snezhnaya.
يعني Nod Krai قبل سنجنايا.
Okay, حلو. The people there can use a very special power. It's said that this mysterious power predates even the 7 elements of Tevat.
قصد هاي اللونر reaction.
Ancient Moon's remnants, the Doctor, a mysterious power. The project that connects all 3 must be ambitious indeed.
يعني الدكتور هو الفتوي مال not cry. حلو. About the tribe my ancient name will belong to.
Huh?
Mommy.
Tribe? Oh, you're thinking along the lines of how the names of the 6 heroes were inherited.
ما أعتقد إنه طلع أحد يبقى بس إلنا هذا.
In truth, apart from a few ancient names associated with a certain tribal culture or tradition, most ancient names can be inherited by anyone. Your name likely falls under that category. The Wyab will select someone who shares your character and name them as your successor.
Okay.
Of course, that won't happen for a very long time.
يعني قصده لحد ما نموت. Okay. I don't have any other questions.
The long journey of the Pyro Archon has now come to an end. Together, we overcame darkness and death to accomplish something truly remarkable. As we celebrate your glory, allow me to thank you once again. This time, just as Mafwoika.
مو الأركان.
Thank you for the respect, understanding, and support every step of the way.
لو ما الخطة ما تجي المجنونة.
It was my honor.
An honor we share. You can keep chatting with your friends nearby. I think I'll stay here for now and watch over them.
خلينا نشوف. الصديقات المفضلات. تفضلوا.
Hey, did you hear? As long as we get permission from our chief, we can leave Natlan as much as we want.
إيه بعد ما مقيدين بعد صار.
Yeah, it's because the ley lines have been restored, right? And the Lord of the Night is a lot stronger now.
That means we can finally see the outside world for ourselves. I heard that Fontaine has a huge ocean. That is totally my vibe. I can't wait to go see it.
I want to go to Liyue. The mountains are supposed to be super tall.
كل واحد يروح على مدينة العنصر ماله.
Sounds like the makings of a great vacation. Let's start planning.
What are you thinking about, Traveler? Oh, the battle, right? Even though we won in the end, it cost a lot to get to this point, huh?
Sign your final song with pride, like a hero marched to the other side. This moment commemorates the 1,871 brave warriors who gave their lives in the war for Natlan. أنا عبالي أكثر من وقت قالوا لنا بالتقرير الحرب إنه بال4000 واحد مات. Let's leave this for them. مع الاحتفال. بالكعبة كويس ولا غلطة. اوكي طبعا خلصنا الكويست بسلام. هم زين ما عادوا نفس المأساة مثل الكويست اللي قبل مال فونتين انه كتلوا الاركان بالاخير. يعني مافويكا هم زين عاشت. يعني هي سمعني يقول لك نجت هيك باخر لحظة. هي حرفيا باخر لحظة يعني لما الكابتن يتدخل. لو ما هو اصلا يجي يرتاح من هاي الاصوات اللي بداخله والارواح اللي مجمعها. يعني مافويكا كان موته شبه حتمي. اكثر جزء حبيته من الكابتن انه تحدى رينوفا انه استخدم مالتها اللعنة والقوة ضدها. فهذا الشيء كان صدق كلش حلو انه هي بقديتها ما تقدر تسوي شيء. فكانت هاي خوش فرة عليها صارت. يعني شيء على شيء نهاية ناتلان كانت ولا احلى. يعني شلون يقول لك افضل سيناريو ممكن انه يصير. خوفونا انه ممكن يخسر مافويكا هم زين نجت. خوفونا ممكن نخسر شلون هم زين نجت. فيعني حتى وقتها من كان قاتل الترافلر هذا التنين مال الابيس من مات انا قلت بس لا راح تصير سالفة مقايضة انه حياته مقابل حياة شلون. فهذا الشيء كان موتني بس الحمد لله انه الناس كلها ساعدتنا انه نرجع نعيش. بختم هذا الفيديو انا راح اكون واصل انه بالتحديث اللي بلشت باللعبة من جديد. فيعني الكويست الجاي راح يكون هو الكويست اتوقع اللي خاص بترافلر باخته. قبل ما نبلش بالشخصيات او الكويست مال الشخصيات اللي احنا نشوف فيها شخصية نريد نلعب، قبل ما نفوت النوت كراي اللي راح تكون قبل سنجناية، اللي هي سنجناية اعتقد المدينة اللي راح تكون فشيخ انفشاري، راح تكون البؤرة مال فتوي هناك، فمتحمس اشوفها. اوكي حبايبي، اذا وصلت لهنا لا تنسوا تدعموا الفيديو بلايك والاشتراك، واشوفكم ان شاء الله فيديو جديد. مع السلامة.